yes, absolutely, they have to change. You know, we're going to see more horizontal workforces in terms of innovation. To promote innovation, we're also going to see what we call the Hollywood model. This has been accelerated by COVID. It's nothing new, and it's been accelerated by remote working. What the Hollywood model is you have more freelancers, you have project-based workers who come together around a project. So that means there's going to be a lot of work needed to be put into talent acquisition and keeping that talent as well. You know, there's some big watch outs. We have to watch out that when people lose that division between work and home life, that with this amazing ability to work at any hour, you know, and especially for global companies, where if we're all working digitally, you can just keep working throughout the night as you pass on projects to different teams around the world. But we are going to need to give people time to switch off. You know, people's mental health are going to be affected by this. So business structures are going to have to incorporate remote working, but also be very careful on how they build cultures that support diversity, cultures that support mental health as well. You know, we are going to have to change to face this era. You know, I don't like to call it an era of crisis because that means we're just going to permanently react. But it is an era of uncertainty. You know, crisis does breed uncertainty, and right now uncertainty is at an extreme level. When that happens, the normal ways of working can become really overstrained. You know, we get burnout not just in individuals but companies as well. You know, traditional management operating models, they're not adequate in times of uncertainty. And you find the companies that do have inadequate processes quickly find themselves sort of facing sort of existential threat. What we need to adopt is operating models that can enable continuous learning, flexible responses as well. You know, we're stuck in these old models where many organisations operate on an annual planning cycle. We need to scrap all this and start to be really agile and flexible. You know, we need to be able to work very quickly across whole organisations as challenges arise, and be able to do this over an extended period as well. What we need to adopt is operations and models where we have continuous learning, constant review of assumptions. You know, instead of establishing a plan, ensuring the organisation sticks to it as we would in more normal times or more certain times, managers have to understand and be able to respond continuously to dynamic and sometimes wrenching change. Rather than making these sort of periodic reviews of a static plan, we need to companies need to come together to meet for iterative decision-making sessions. You know, you need to have these three imperatives: discover, design, execute. And managers need to work together very transparently to continuously do this, to diagnose what's happening, what's the current situation, what are its practical implications, and explore how to evolve and execute appropriate and sometimes new actions. So we need to start to adopt this cycle of rapid prototyping. This cycle of rapid prototyping, cycles of learning, redesign. Don't make assumptions as a company. Ask all the experts you can. Be open. And this will not only help us face and be agile in the face of uncertainty, but also will allow companies to discover new innovative ways of working and thriving.